She's relentless and determined, and she's a lot of fun to be around. She is the most gullible person I've ever met. She may be nasty on the court, but she's the exact opposite off of it. Please welcome senior guard, Natalie Novosel.
My speech is a little differently. It's titled 25 Things I Will Miss About Notre Dame Women's Basketball. 25. Sorry, disaster. I'm taking some of Fred's minutes. The enlightening songs played in the locker room that truly taught me some things I needed to know about life and kept me thinking to myself and always advocating, I just wish I could play some country. 24. The amazing issued gear. Thank you, Kathy, for your incredible patience working with all of us women, trying to keep us all happy with our different sizes. 23. The always hated pointless but informative don't bet on it compliance videos that Jen made bearable for us with her sense of humor, making sure all of us knew that it might be wrong to accept a free car from a total stranger. 22. Josh, Emily, Lee, and Jaden's constant support, always providing Sip and Yell with priceless stories to share with us. One most recently, they wrote a little story about us seniors they colored for us, titled The Perfect. It's precious. 21. Dr. Moskwinsky and Dr. Yergler's timely and necessary vitamins that kept our team, especially us older ones, healthy enough to make it through just one more game. 20. Sister Sue's in the Bible prayers throughout our tourney, run that undoubtedly always put a smile on our faces before game time. 19. The unheard tasks our managers, Katie and Bridget, and especially Luke and Nick, were asked to perform. They're consistent. Lucy and Nick. Sorry, Nick. Sorry, Nick. Lucy and Nick. I combined them. Were asked to perform. Their consistent preparation, keeping us all sane, knowing that if we forgot something, my practice jersey in particular, they would always dig us out of trouble. 18. Mandatory checkups with smooth-talking chattels. No matter how much we tease, you give it right back to us, all the while keeping us all on the court and focused on school when basketball seems to burden it. 17. The one person who doesn't take her job too seriously, Jill. Thanks for providing with witty irony and chit-chat on our sometimes monotonous trips. 16. Watching Ellie grow from a shy toddler to already being recruited for her talents to suit up for Indy 20 years from now. And G always advocating that she guesses she'll allow Ellie to meet us at the bars later. 15. My best friendness with no other than Kayla Turner. Who else would I rather room with when I can get lost with you in huge hotels, eat Olive Garden 5 nights a week, and always leave the team wondering if we'll show up for film on time? 14. Being a part of breaking some of the most random records that you would never have guessed existed, thanks to Masters, and his relentless searching. We can also thank him for his timely miscues that always kept us laughing with him or at him. 13. Finding out Nagel had a supplement to his smooth voice and charm on the radio, belting out Sweet Caroline for all of us to hear on the bus. We'll ask him for an encore later. Dependable for always seeing the glass half full, I could count on him to find humor in our mishaps on the court, because surely that turnover was not our fault. 12. For the fans, Candyman, Frank, Sister Mary, and Sister Peg, Julie, and all the parents, and everyone I can't name now, I would like to personally thank for making each game feel like it was the most important thing to do on a Saturday afternoon. I will certainly miss hearing the deafening crowd of the Fighting Irish at the next level. You've been immeasurable in our success. 11. The amazing Craig Cheek. Every time one of us would trip running ladders or be stuck, unable to count the weights on the rack, he'd look at me. Hey, that's your teammate. And every time I would look at him, yep, it is. And I'd of course have to claim him. You've been a relatable friend and coach to me these past 4 years, and I would not be the player I am if it weren't for you. 10. The only staff member who consistently calls me nasty. Steph, you put up with so much of our nagging and playful banter, always trying to pulling a truck for community service or waking up at 7 a.m. for a radio interview in a positive light. You make this team go, and I appreciated you always have something exciting you're working on, undoubtedly for our team, to show me every time I went into your office. 9. The ever-present and devoted Matt McGraw, consistently bringing a smile to our faces, and most importantly, coaches. Like clockwork, asking me how my golf swing is today, always telling me to swing away before every game. I barely hear people in the crowd, but I always count on hearing, "Go Natalie," in his recognizable voice above the rest. 8. Whenever, "Ann, she's bleeding," or "Go get Ann, Britt's down again," is heard, you can bet Ann calmly and methodically alleviates the issue before everyone realizes what's happened. To a team that is always on the go, you always provided a wonderful calm and witty humor while finding innovative ways to take care of all of us with our daily needs and sometimes random ailments. 7. CO's impromptu motivation in the most heightened of timeouts throughout a game. No mercy! And what I will always remember you for, come on, baby! You are one of the most easygoing people and serve as such a nice compliment to the rest of the coaching staff. 6. Nia's motivational techniques relating to fashion for our opponents during her scouting reports. Although I am ending my career as a wing, you helped begin my career here as a guard, and I'm quick to claim being taught under you. You always know what to say in every situation, and are one of the most genuine and enjoyable people to be around. 5. Hearing loud and clear my roomies, Hannah Michelle, chant, "Let's get nasty," with the rest of the nasties, who somehow charmed whole sections of the crowd to get them to join right along. Michelle and Hannah, not only will you consistently... No, I will not. Not only were you consistently the only students in our student section, but we have been through so much together, from getting out of singing at freshman orientation in the dorms to trying to contain 2 puppies in our house now, and I would not have made it this far without you as an amazing, unexpected escape to basketball in school. I love you. 4. Playing for one of the best coaches in the country. Coach McGraw, I've never had a coach that made me actually want to work so hard to please. You kept me motivated every summer and have continually helped me to improve my game, and now I am about to play at the next level because you helped me realize my potential. And although I am about 25 weeks behind in our weekly talks in your office, it has been an honor playing for you. 3. My own personal challenge every game. Trying to keep Coach Sip's jacket on before he feels the need to take it off after I did something worthy enough of the action. Sip, you brought me to Notre Dame, kept me at Notre Dame, and now as you leave with me from Notre Dame to start your journey to being an amazing head coach, you're still the only one who could reach me through my stubbornness, and I will always be your biggest fan. 2. Family. My parents for always being there, a staple in my career, guiding me on my way. My mom, who has evolved throughout my basketball career from being a disinterested fan to one now thinks she is entitled to write a letter to the Big East complaining about the refs. And my dad, who would travel the world to see me play, but couldn't be prouder of how many miles he was able to rack up along the way. To Terry and Paul for forever sticking with the Novosels, trying to figure out a place to eat so everyone knows how that can go with us. Andrea and Laffy for being the most gracious of family right here in South Bend. And for Aunt Rosie, Uncle Steve, and Karen for being the most loyal and amazing people in my life, keeping me lovable, capable, healthy, and strong. And although they couldn't be here, I thank you to my best friend back home, Lindsay Williams, and my unbelievable brother and sister, Shannon and Nate. 1. Being a part of the Notre Dame women's basketball program for 4 incredible years, participating in back-to-back Final Fours, and ending my college career in the last game played, I have no one to thank but my amazing teammates. I'm moving on, but will cherish the friendships and memories we've had over our years here together, especially with my fellow seniors. We've left our mark. Last, but not certainly least, I would like to extend my thanks to our photographer, Mike Bennett, on behalf of my fellow seniors as well, the amazing janitorial staff, Uncle Tim and Jerry, and of course, Jack Swarbrick and Father Jenkins, Security George, our nutritionist Kayla, and the ever-present Big Keith. For all those I missed, although I haven't explicitly thanked you, know that you have made an impact in my life and helped my experience here at Notre Dame the most enjoyable and memorable of my life. That's it.